She walks into the room and without saying a word, you feel her presence. It's not because she's loud. It's not because she's trying. It's not because she's the most beautiful. It's because there's something about her. Something magnetic, something mysterious, something that makes you want to know more. That is the power of the woman who has learned to master her energy. And in this video, we're going to talk about exactly how to cultivate mystery and magnetism, not by changing who you are, but by owning who you are more deeply than ever before. Magnetism has nothing to do with trying to impress. It's not about perfect makeup, designer clothes, or constantly talking about yourself. True magnetism is about energy. It's how you make people feel in your presence. It's what you choose not to say. It's your softness, your self-control, your ability to be unreadable in the most captivating way. The magnetic woman doesn't chase attention. She doesn't perform for approval. She knows that presence is power, and that mystery is the language of desire. Most women think the more you give, the more people will love you. The more you share, the more they'll connect. The more available you are, the more desirable you'll be. But here's the paradox. Overexposure kills mystery. You become predictable, too accessible, too obvious, too emotionally loud. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about preserving sacred parts of yourself. And magnetism is built when people sense that there's more to you than meets the eye, but they can't quite name what it is. You don't have to tell your whole story in the first conversation. You don't have to over-explain your silence. You don't have to justify your softness or your space. The most powerful women leave room for curiosity. They understand this truth. You don't need to be fully known to be deeply felt. So how do you actually create mystery in a world that demands constant sharing? Pause before you speak. Let silence do some of the talking. Not every question needs an immediate answer. Not every opinion needs to be expressed. Stillness speaks volumes. The woman who pauses commands attention. Protect your emotional availability. You don't owe emotional access to everyone. Being warm doesn't mean being wide open. Mystery lives in the space between what you say and what you withhold. Say less, mean more. Instead of explaining, express simply. Instead of telling them your whole story, let them earn layers of you, not out of arrogance, but out of deep self-worth. You don't need to create chaos to create interest. You don't need to be hard to get. You just need to be deeply rooted in who you are. The most magnetic women are those who know their values, honor their boundaries, carry their silence like royalty, and don't rush to prove or perform. Mystery is not about pretending. It's about letting your stillness become a mirror, letting people feel that you don't need them to complete you. You choose to let them in. That energy is magnetic. Mystery and magnetism don't start on the outside. They're born from the way you relate to yourself. To create that unexplainable pull, focus on building emotional regulation, self-trust, healthy boundaries, presence, and poise. Inner peace that isn't shaken by chaos. When you are comfortable in your own presence, others will crave it. When you stop needing attention, it starts flowing toward you. When you become whole on your own, you create space for high-quality connection, not for validation, but for resonance. Here are a few daily practices to begin embodying this energy. Walk slowly and move intentionally. Fast, rushed movement feels anxious. Slow movement communicates confidence and calm. Eye contact and subtle smiling. Don't overperform with facial expressions. Be soft. Be present. Let your gaze speak before your words do. Create rituals for inner sensuality. Take time for self-connection, beauty rituals, music, movement, candles, anything that brings you back into your body. Embrace silence and mystery in conversation. You don't have to answer every text fast. You don't have to post every thought. You don't have to explain your every mood. Let people wonder. The most captivating women aren't always the loudest, the most polished, or the most perfect. They are the ones who hold themselves with quiet self-respect, who know they are rare, who move like they are sacred. Mystery isn't about being unavailable. It's about being undeniably whole. So the next time you walk into a room, don't try to be noticed. Be so deeply grounded in yourself that your energy says, I am not here to be chosen. I am the one who chooses. That is the mystery. That is the magnetism. That is feminine power.